welcome to Mid-Vale Speedway. Fall Classic weekend here at Mid-Vale Speedway. The third compact feature from the previous week that did not get to run will start the racing action. And we'll get the lineup here for you directly. Okay, start on the pole is Dave Gazy. On the outside hand would be Tammy Ondo in 97. 15 of Joe Elric. 05 of Paul Stahl. 115 of Howard Barthlow. 51 of Joe Fitch. 00 Steve Roth. 18 Bart Willison Jr. And let's see, 17 Richard Dunlap. 144 of Eric Anderson and 79 of Pat Carnes. Dave Gazy and Tammy Ondo will bring him across the line. Here we go. Joe Fitch and Paul Stahl for turn one. Here we go. Dave Gazy out in front. Tammy Ondo on his outside. Paul Stahl in third. Joe. Pat Carnes set up in turn number 2. He's got her started, no caution. Paul Stahl into second. Gazy on the inside, Tammy Ondo third. Joe Fitch in that fourth spot. Steve Rose up to fifth. Paul Stahl in the lead. Joe Fitch, Tammy Ondo, Eric Anderson, Steve Roth for third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth. Paul Stahl out in front. Dave Gazy hangs on to second. Eric Anderson on the inside. Second. Caution is out. 8 circuits in, 7 to go. Paul Stahl, Dave Gazy, Steve Roth, Tammy Ondo, Howard Barthlow, Richard Dunlap, Joe Elric, and Pat Carnes. second. He will challenge Paul before the night's over with. 5 to go. Paul Stahl hanging on. Howard Bartholow now challenging Dave Gazy for that third spot. Pat Carnes on the inside of Joe Ellerick. Can't make a move. Getting ready to come out. Steve might catch him, but does he have enough to get by? Just a blow of smoke. Paul's got the hammer down as they go into 3. Out of 4, it's going to be Paul Stahl, your third and final compact feature season championship night winner. Steve Rose, Dave Gazy, Paul, Pat Carnes all the way up to 4th, having trouble all the way through that race, and he finished 4th.
Here's the Davies Auto Service, Alamo Lanes, and Grazio's Pizza. Car 05 picking up a season championship victory, a race that was to be run last Saturday. It was postponed until tonight. Ready to climb out? Let's hear for your winner, Paul Stahl.
Paul Stahl, your third and final compact feature season championship night here at Midvale Speedway. Paul's going to be one happy camper down there right now. Congratulations, Paul. Okay, moving into the first heat of the Legends. Number 86 is Fred Davis. Number 11 is Bob Petrie. 22 is Wendell Naper. On the outside of him is 25 Brian Casey. Next row back, 44, that would be Richard Lucis. 20, Tim Davis. 84, Randy Burns. 30, that's 38. And that would be Jake Francis. 80 of Jeff Hubbard. And 32 of Larry Young. All right, getting ready to race. Here we go. Napier going to the infield. Caution is out. Okay, total restart. Here we go. Brian Casey on the inside. Bob Petrie slides back. Richard Lucis in 5th. Fred Davis shows the way in 86. Brian Casey 2nd. Tim Davis 3rd. Bob Petrie in that 4th spot. Richard Lucis in 5th. 6th is Jake Francis. And Napier in 22. Hubert in 80. Young in 32. And Randy Burns in 84. Petrie, Bob Petrie, and Jake Francis. Okay, moving to the second heat. Number 5, Doug Gibson. Number 49, that would be Dwayne Lawrence. 40 of Mike Luke. 79 of John Burns. 78 of Mike McDonald. 9 of Stephen Richter. 29 of Bill Richards. 3 of Billy Richards, his son. 13 of Tom Spacek. And 98 of Stephen Mitchum. Here we go. Out in front is 49. Here comes 5. Doug Gibson into the lead. Luke in that second spot now. Caution out for Mike McDonald in 78. John Burns. White line. Richards. Spacek. Top 3. Mike Luke picks up the second Legend heat race tonight. 20 of the late Legends were here tonight in 2 heats. They'll be running for 25 laps later tonight in their Legend feature for the fall classic portion of the weekend. Mike Luke, your winner, number 40.
Fast heat race for a strong field of performance race fuel late model competitors.
Okay, moving to the fast heat of the late models. Here we go. Rich Markham, Paul Atkins will bring them across the line. And Mark Willison, Norm Taylor, Ed Middle, Roger Smith, John Ambrose, and Ryan Tedesco. Markham out in front. Oh, Atkins in second on the outside. Here comes Mark Wilson. Then Norm Taylor fourth. Ed Midoff fifth. John Ambrose in that sixth spot. Oh, we got Paul Atkins loses the turn number one into two. Here we go. 3 in, 5 to go. Rich Markham, now Norm Taylor into that second spot, coming out of 4. John Ambrose Jr. in that third spot. Mark Wilson fourth. Ryan Russell fifth. Sticks his nose underneath Taylor and he gets underneath of it. White flag out. Rich Markham brings home the win. John Ambrose second and Norm Taylor will finish third. Your winner of the fast heat tonight for the Fall Classic, Rich Markham in 27.
Picking up, I believe, his first win of the 2006 season has just competed on.
Okay, moving to the second heat. Here comes Tony Dallas in 42, Bob Snyder Jr. 17. Bob Sibley Jr. in 42. 41. Dangerous Daryl Dexter 55. John McMillan 54, 22 of Ron Jaber Jr. 53, Mike Miller. Front. Bob Sibley Jr. in that second spot. Down in front, 42 second. First, 17 Bob Snyder Jr. 41. Doug McMillan loses turn number one. Caution is out. Okay, Tony Dallas showing the way at 42. Bob Sibley Jr. 42. The black one. 17 of Bob Snyder Jr. 41 of Michael Schaefer. 55 of Dangerous Daryl Dexter. Doug McMillan at 54. White flag. Bob high, here we go, out of 4. Sibla Jr., I believe, got the lead and won it on the final turn. The winner is Bob Sibla Jr.
As our second late model heat race is in the book.
Okay, moving to the third heat of the late models tonight. Bob Sibla Sr. in 49. 03 of Justin Courtney. 47 of Tim Sibla. 64 of Tom Garbrandt. 23 of Bob Gaynor. 21 of Kenny Stevens. And 69 of Bob Eichel. Sibla out in front. Justin Courtney in that second spot. Tim Sibla third. Tom Garbrandt fourth. Tom looks to the outside of Courtney. Here we go. Bob Sibla, Tom Garbrandt. Justin Courtney. Halfway. Tom Garbrandt, Kenny Stevens. Now Bob looks the inside. Tom Garbrandt on the inside. Tom Garbrandt wins it. Your winner, the third and final heat race from Newport, Ohio, Tom Garbrandt, 64. Okay, moving into the sports stock heat race. Mike Hosteller in 17. Mick Mako in 83. Virgil Ravencroft in at 13 as Mike Hosteller spins out in 1. There's the rest of your lineup. 24, Nick Grubbs. 75 of Ron Digg. 38 of Kevin McClintock. And 10 of Bill Abule. Here we go. Mick Mako on the outside. Mike Hosteller on the inside. Nick Grubbs in the infield, cautions out again. Mick Mako in the lead. Blake Mackey on the outside in 7th. inside. Nick Rose up to third. McMango in second. Kim McClintock in fourth. Ron Day fifth. Mike Costello sixth. Virgil Ravencroft and then Bill Abiel. Halfway that lap. In a second. White line. Blake is down the back stretch. Out of four. Blake Mackey, Tim McClintock, Ron Day, Nick Mako. Nick Grubbs, then Mike Hostetler, Virgil Ravencroft, and 13 of Bill Abiel. Your winner, Blake Mackey in car number 7. Your winner of the Sports Stock Heat Race tonight. Moving into the fast heat. The pure stock. Corey Gibbs down in front. Teddy Oliver in that second spot. 52 of Chuck Elkins in third. Gavin Sakowicz in number 3 in that fourth spot. 85 in fifth. Doug Decker 6th. Rich Schweitzer 7th, and 88 it's in that final spot. Massey the pure stock. Three wide. Elkins able to hang on to second. Torrey Gibbs goes away. Out in front. Chuck Elkins second. Chris Mick in that third spot at 85. Doug Decker fourth. Rich Schweitzer fifth. Chad Nickerson in that next spot. Then Teddy Oliver and Gavin Sakowicz. Coming out for Oregon. Torrey leads it down the backstretch. Torrey Gibbs, Chuck Elkins, Doug Decker. Your winner of the Fast See the Pure Stocks, Torrey Gibbs in car number 10. Okay, move to the second heat. Paul Paul Parsons at 44. 03 of Charlie Rich. 6 is The Undertaker. 55, Dick Abule. 32. Heath Anderson in 32, and Chris Smith, nowhere to go. Back to racing. Paul Parsons. Out in front. The Undertaker in that second spot. Third, Douglas Higgins. Fourth, Pat Moore. Fifth, Charlie Rich. 55, Dick Abule. For Paul Parsons. The Undertaker in second. Third, Douglas Higgins and Pat Moore. Charlie Rich and Dick Abule. Parsons going under his qualifying time. That puts the Undertaker in the lead. White flag. Here comes your winner, The Undertaker brings home the win.
In the TLS finishing first line showing number 6, his first win at Midvale Speedway. Let's hear it for The Undertaker.
The Undertaker brings home the second heat tonight in the Pure Stocks. Lineup for the third and final Pure Stock heat race. Brock Bircher in 75, 40 of Ken Feaster, 50 of DJ Litton, 28 of Andy Orr, 00 Bill Burkholder, 42, Dan Hall, and 8, Tim Oliver. Your lineup for the third and final Pure Stock heat race tonight. Brock Bircher showing the way. Brock Bircher on the inside. Andy Orr in that third spot. Ben Feaster, Andy Orr, Dan Hall, Ross Berger, DJ Litt, Kurt Holder, and Tim Rollover. Dan Hall, white flag. I believe Ken Feaster breaks out of his time. Your winner, Andy Orr. Dan Hall finished second. Your winner, Andy Orr in 28. Last heat for the compacts. Tammy Rupner will bring them in. Tad Grove on the outside. 49 of David Brill, Jason Morgan in 2, 151, Chris Bloom, 547 of John Ricker Jr., 44 of Ron Myers. Tad Grove in the lead, they cross the finish line. Randy Cecil in 5, trying to move up. Tad Grove out in front. David Brill second. Third, John Ricker Jr. And Ron Myers in 44. Tammy Rupner in 7. Randy Cecil in 5. Jason Morgan 2. And Chris Bloom goes to the pit. Myers, a top qualifier to 4th. White flag. That girl loses him into 3. That Grove, David Brill, Donovan Jr., Ron Myers, Randy Cecil, Jason Morgan, and Tammy Rupner. Your winner of the fast heat of the compacts, Tad Grove, your winner.
Tad Grove. Winner of our fast heat in the compact.
Jason Dotson will bring him in the second heat. Johnny Campbell on the inside. Pat Moore and 87 Brad Henry. That's not correct. Hovacek in 87. Brian Kopp in 52. Bill Hershey in 86. They got on the lineup. I don't know if that's right or not. I don't believe that's Jill. Nick Grubbs and Chris Grubbs in 90. Three-way battle, 3 wide down that front stretch. Campbell out in front. Halfway. Mike Powell in that 4th spot. Yella coming out. Okay, Johnny Campbell bring him across the line. Pat Moore on the outside. In that 2nd spot. Chris Grubbs making it 3 wide. White flag. Johnny Campbell wins it. Hovacek will finish 2nd. Grubbs 3rd. Moore, and then I don't have any identification on 86. Your winner, Johnny Campbell in 27. The winner of the 2nd heat of the compacts tonight. Michael Keith in 99. 71, John away. Mark Fife in 77. Richard Dunlap in 17. Richard Ropaw in 71 out in front. Michael Keith. Richard Dunlap. Steve Rowe. Eric Anderson. Jesse Page out there, and Mark Fife in 77. Michael on the inside. Halfway. in second. Third, Steve Root, Jesse Page. White flag. Jesse Page on the outside. Michael on the inside. Gonna be a close one. Michael Keith in 99, I believe. Your winner, Michael Keith in 99. Your winner, the third heat.
The trails in for contact at the 132 of Billy Nicholas, the 79.
Okay, Billy Nicholas will bring him across the line at 132. Pat Carnes in 79. Yellow coming out. That Carnes showing away in 79. 25 in that second spot. Paul Stahl third. 27 and Mark Fitch. Joe Fitch in that next spot. Bahoda, 25. That Carnes wins it. 25 and 05, 127 and 51. Your winner of the fourth heat in the compacts. Number 79, Pat Carnes. Okay, moving to the fifth and final compact heat race. 97 of Tammy Ondo, 55 of Jake Emberling, 70 of, let's see, David Gazy, excuse me. 18 of Mark Willison Jr. 80, and I believe that is Mike Carnes, that's Pat's brother. Richard Duvall, 24. 41, Tim Fredericks, and Joe Elric in 15. Tim Fredericks moving up. Emily going back. David Casey trying to move up again. Top four, Tammy Ondo. Carnes, Mike Carnes, and here comes Tim Frederick. Carnes back to fourth. Mark Willison Jr. in third. Tammy Ondo. Tammy Ondo. Mark Willison Jr. now in the second. Mike Carnes in third. Tim Fredericks fourth. Fifth is Richard Duvall. Sixth is Joe Elric. Yellow is out. Here we go. Tim Fredericks trying to move on the inside of white flag. Mark Willison Jr. Mark Willison Jr. Richard Duvall, Tim Fredericks, Joe Elric, Mike Carnes, and then 55. Jake Emmerling finished in that car 55. Your winner of the fifth and final compact feature, heat race tonight. We have 5 features. That'd be over 100 cars, I bet. All right, there's your winner, Mark Willison Jr. Moving into the Legend feature portion of the Fall Classic event here at Mid-Vale Speedway with the Richard Petty lookalike car, number 43. Very, very nice. your pace car for this evening. On the, here, trying to get this lineup here. 13, that will be Tom's SpaceX. 86, Fred Davis. 11, Bob Petrie. 22, Wendell Napier. 25, Brian Casey. 44, Richard Son, Mark. 20, Tim Davis. 84, Randy Burns. 32 of Larry Young. 3 of Billy Richards. 98, and we're going to be going green, and then there's 29 of Bill Richards. 9, 78, 79, 40 of Luke. 5, 49, and 80. McDonald in 78, and we got 38 of Jake Francis, 98 of Stephen Mitchum. Yellow is still out, so we'll try to get the rest of them. Randy Burns in 79. Mike Luke in 40. 49 of Dwayne Lorenz. 5 of Doug Gibson. And 80 of Jeff Huber. I think that's everybody. Or number 9 out there. Missed him. Light's really bad. Richter in 9. Okay, here we go. 20. There's your feature. Here we go. Bob Petrie in that 11 car. As Fred Davis shows the way. Napier in 22. Brian Casey in 25, trying to move on the inside. Tom Cesek into that 3rd spot. Tim Davis 4th. It's Brian Casey 6th. Larry Young. Jake Francis in 7th. Caution coming out for McDonald up to turn number 2. Fred Davis back out in front. Oh, Petrie 2nd. Tim Davis in the 3rd. Larry Young. Tom Pesek. Jake Francis in 38. Brian Casey 25. Napier in 22. Mark Lewis in 44. Randy Burns in 84. Billy Richards in 3. Rucker in 9. Luke 40. Bill Richards in 29. Randy Burns 79. Dwayne Lorenz 49. There we go. pulls out right in front of the leader. Here we go. Has caught him. Larry Young gets by. Red Davis or Tim Davis taking over the lead. Coming out. Okay, 18 in, 7 to go. Mark Lucian, Tom Basek. Coming out. 6 laps to go now, 19 in. Tim Davis, Larry Young, Fred Davis, Bob Petrie, Tom Spacek, Randy Bird. Coming out again. Right when Larry wanted to make a move on Tim. Here we go. Billy Rickards into the pit. going away. White flag. Tim Davis. Larry Young. Larry Young will pick up that second spot. Bob Petrie doing a fine job, 13. 86 finishing third.
Fred Davis going by with a third place finish. Second place finisher, Larry Young in the 32 with a win.
There's your winner, Tim Davis in car 20.
To the Davis Door Company, number 20. Let's hear it for Tim Davis.
Your winner, Tim Davis.
Tim, good run for the number 20. First on, your dad led a lot of laps early on. It looked like he had his car pretty well figured out from earlier in the night. Then the 32 car of Young, he followed you right through the field from his 10th starting position. It looked like he was going to be the driver. He got by him, then a yellow came out, and every time he tried to get by, a yellow would come out and play in your favor. Congratulations.
Well, I sure appreciate it. We just got here a little bit late tonight. I think that's why my dad struggled a little bit there. He got her straightened out at the end, but had to do a little work on his car. But she ran pretty well. Me and Larry ran pretty close there. I think that last lap I might have squeezed them a shade farther than I should have, but it's close. It's the last lap, and probably my last race for the year. So you got to do what you got to do. Once again, I'd just like to thank my family over there, Ron and Jeannie and Steffi and my mom and dad. They come out here all the time and let me do this. It's just a good thing, good family fun.
Let's hear it again for your winner, Tim Davis.
Your winner of the Legends portion of the Fall Classic, Tim Davis. Okay, moving into the fast compact feature on the pole. Chris Grubbs in 90, Kahovasek in 87. David Brill, 49. Jason Morgan in 2. Chris Bloom in 151. Don Rupner Jr., 47. Ron Myers in 44. Pat Moore in 80. Mike Swaney, 86. Tammy Rupner, 7. And Tad Grove in 3. Here we go. These guys are going for $100 and we got a yellow total restart. Left front tire on Joe Kahovasek. His tire has gone flat and he'll have to be taken into the pits. Just bought that car and I know he's a little upset. Here we go, no laps in. We're going to try it again. Nick Grubbs out in front, Jason Morgan and David Brill. Don Rupner Jr., Ron Myers. Chris Grubbs out in front. David Brill second. Jason Morgan running that hard third spot. Don Rupner Jr., Ron Myers, Tad Grove. Rupner now into third. Ron Myers. Excuse me, Don Ritter Jr., Ron Myers, Jason Morgan, Tad Grove. And 87. 5 and 80. Black flag coming out for 90. David Brill in the lead. David Brill, Don Ritter Jr., Ron Myers, Jason Morgan, Tad Grove, 86 and 80 of Pat Moore. 5 out there. Randy Cecil. Halfway. Morgan hanging on the 4th, Tag Grove right behind him in 5th. Then Randy Cecil in 6th. Then 86, then 80 of Pat Moore. And Tammy Ritter trails the field. Last week, Don Ritter Jr. couldn't get by David Brill. He's having a hard time this week. He looks to the inside. David drifts up a little bit. He could be setting him up. David Brill going under his qualifying time. That puts Don Ritter Jr. in the lead. Don Ritter Jr., your race leader. Ron Myers in 2nd. Tad Grove 3rd. Jason Morgan 4th. Randy Cecil 5th. Pat Moore 6th. 86 and 7th. The only cars out there racing. Getting ready to come out for Don Ritter Jr. Myers looks to the outside. Ron slides in 4. Roofer's going to bring home the fast feature. Ron Myers 2nd. Tad Grove 3rd. Jason Morgan 4th. Randy Cecil in 5th. Then 80 and 86. Your winner from Uricksville, Ohio, is Don Ritter Jr.
A couple of black flags for leaders going under their qualifying time. Eventually, second fast qualifier Don Rupner Jr. Another victory during this 2006 racing season. Don, this year has been great for the number 47. You've had a couple of cars. You've had to use your backup a couple of times. This started the season as a backup car, but now it seems to be a little bit quicker. Tonight, I think you needed the help of the black flag there to get by Brio. He looked pretty quick out front.
Yeah, so I got a little more top end than what he did, but I just figured out running during retail. Not sure if I see a black flag.
And then Myers in the 44, he's back there. You realize he was following you?
Yeah, I could hear him, and I thought he there. I wanted to go, and I thought he hit me, called me a little bit there, but that's just racing there. Oh, it's great. It's the first feature we have for this car, so.
No kidding, no kidding. Good run for the number 47. Later tonight, you try to pick up your second feature win of the night. What we got coming out at the end of the evening?
That compact figure 8 is going to be awesome.
Coming your way, compact figure 8 race later tonight. Don Rupner, one of the best competitors in the figure 8 races.
Your winner, Don Rupner Jr. Congratulations, Don. Okay, moving into the feature event for the late models. On the pole will be Ron Jaber Jr. in 22, Doug McMillan 54, Mike Miller 53, Rich Markham 27, 25, Mark Atkins, 18 of Mark Wilson, Norm Taylor in 5, Ed Midall 84, 43, Roger Smith, 24 of John Ambrose Jr., 70, Ryan Tedesco, 55, Darrell Dexter, 41, Michael Schaefer, 42 Black, Bob Sibla Jr., 42 White, Junior Dallas, 17 Bob Snyder Jr., 21 Kenny Stevens, Bob Gainer, try to get some more of this lineup. Bob Gainer, 23. Kenny Stevens, 21. Tom Garbrandt, 64. Tim Sibla, in 47. Courtney, Jason Courtney in 03. 49 of Bob Sibla Sr. and Bob Eichel in 69. I believe that's your field. Okay, here we go. Caution lights are out. Biggest field of late models here this year. Here we go. And we have a no start. No start. Try it again. Jaber Jr., Doug McMillan. Doug. Ron Jaber Jr. and Doug McMillan. Wow. 22's hood just went flying right off. Mike Miller is here to lead. back to racing. Here we go. Another caution down to turn 1. Okay, we'll try her again. go. Tedesco, Ron J. Bird Jr., or excuse me, Don Ambrose. Top three, here we go. Black flag coming out for your race leader, Mike Miller. Okay, 25 in, 10 to go. Don Ambrose Jr. inherits the lead. Mike Miller going under his qualifying time. Second, Ryan Tedesco. Third, Roger Smith making his best run ever down here at Midvale Speedway from the Barberton Speedway. Paul Atkinson fourth. Oh, we got a lot of brake check going on. Doug McMillan, Sibla Jr., and Tom Carberry. Darrell Dexter and Kenny Stevens, turn 3. Here we go. Okay, the time limit has expired, so the next caution, the race will be over if it doesn't go 35 laps. So 25 in, 10 to go. Let's see what happens. getting ready to come out. Gonna fall on John Ambrose Jr. Ryan Tedesco, Roger Smith. Bunch up, here we go.
American Thunder, R.E. Howard. Sponsor number 24, a long event that coming to the line with the win, the first security title corporation, sponsored automobile, also Castle Rock Holmes on the side. He's ready to climb out. He's picked up so many feature wins. He's used it as John Ambrose.
John Ambrose Jr.
John, this season, probably your career best season, I would say. You picked up just about every feature win on the Barberton Speedway. Even took a few weeks off and still came away with the Point Championship. Congratulations on the run tonight. Car was great. It was great as soon as you got off the trailer in practice earlier this afternoon. You used much of the same setup here at Mid-Vid to use the Barberton. What's the difference between the two tracks? This track is a lot bigger. You carry a lot more speed, but you run a little bit of a different line, a little bit lower going into the corners here. The line was good enough to actually pull away from our top qualifier. Again, congratulations. Your winner, John Ambrose.
Your winner, John Ambrose Jr. Congratulations, John. All right, here we go. Second compact feature. As the foam starting to come in the Mid-Vale Speedway. Jim Campbell out in front of 127. 71 in that second spot. Joe Fitz in 51. Steve Roach in 00. Eric Anderson 144. Mark Fife in 77. Richard Dunlap 17. Jesse Page 02. Jason Dawson in 43. 27, Johnny Campbell. Ryan Coffin, 82. I believe that's everybody out there. Jim Campbell out in front. Michael Keith is 99, missing in the lineup. He's in third. Jesse Page out there, missed him. He's trying to get up. Trying to make it 3 wide into 3. Jim Campbell still showing away. But he don't want to look back. Jesse Page is right on his tail now. Campbell second. Michael Keaton in that third spot. Fourth is Eric Anderson. Halfway. Johnny Campbell trying to make it pretty wide. Now into second. Jim Campbell back to third. Fourth, Eric Anderson. Fifth, Ryan Kopp. Sixth, John Campbell. And 71, 5 to go. 43, 0-0, and 51 a lap down. It's 77 and 17 out there racing on the lead lap yet. Michael's Don Jesse. Can he get by? Jim Campbell trying to hang on to third. We got two battling for sixth, third, and the lead. There he's got the white flag, getting ready to throw this time. The winner, Jesse Page, 99, 127, 144. 27, 80, 52, 43, 0-0, 71. 51 a lap down and still on the lead lap, 77 and 17. Your winner, Jesse Page in the O2 car. Congratulations, Jesse. Here we go for the sports talk portion of the Fall Classic. On the pole, Mike Hosteller in 17, Mick Mako in 83. Then 10 of William Albiol, Virgil Ravencroft in 13. 7 of Blake Mackey. 24, Nick Grubb. 75, Ron Digg. And your top qualifier, Kevin Pinnock in 38. Macco out in front. Nick Macco. Mike Costello second. Bouncing on the outside is Virgil Ravencroft. Here we go. Macco out in front of 83. William Abiel second, Nick Grubbs third. Fourth is Kevin McClintock in Blake Mackin. Ron Day and Mike Costello. Caution's out for Ron Day. Kevin McClintock on the outside, takes over second. Macco trying to hang on. Costner and Mick Macko will finish the race.
Full length to the line, the Rod Run Cheese House, Glass Lumber Company, Greenies Root Beer and Dairy Bar, Square Deal Auto Parts, Mr. D's DJ Karaoke, and Vineyard, our card service, Order Design, many more sponsors all on the time since 38. Second feature win in a row, third of the season, marching from behind the wheel of the car, Kevin McClintock.
Kevin McClintock, your Fall Classic Sports Stock feature winner.
Kevin, as he climbed out, he said, oh my God, well, first of all, we've been here since 10:30, 11 o'clock this morning, had a long day of practice, 3 hours worth. So he's had plenty of banquets and food over there, as you always do. And then, of course, you move into qualifying, then you run your 30-lap feature. 30-lap feature a little bit longer than you normally get to run. I'm really glad we didn't do that. I think 5 to go, unless the mistakes would give me a little wake-up call there with 5 to go, so I knew it was time to go. Oh, he followed you closely there for a good 10, 15 laps, and you just never slipped up. And it looked like the car might have had a little bit of a push to it with the traction engine. Tell me that's what it was. Either that or I was tempted to one of the two. I don't know. Let's hear it for your winner, Kevin McClintock.
Your winner, Kevin McClintock. Third compact feature on the track. Mark Wilson Jr. still on the way, 18. All second. Dave Casey is at second spot now. Robert Duvall third. Tammy Hondo in fourth. Tim Frederick fifth. Joe Elric sixth. Pat Carr seventh. Good 25. Billy Nicholas in 132. Mike Carnes in 80. Howard Barthlow 115 and 55 out there of Everly. Oh! Man, oh, Billy Nicholas going for a ride.
Nicholas still on the track, but now we'll go his side of the bus. For real, rolling over.
2 laps in, 18 to go. Slide to turn 1. Back out on the track. bumper. Qualifying times Mark Willis Jr. White flag. And 79, 80, 41, 15, 24, and 55.
Good luck in
Your winner, Jim, car number 25. Congratulations. Here we go. Your stock feature. Here we go. Teddy Oliver, Gavin Stakowitz, Chuck Elkin, 88 of Nicholas, Beacon 85, Rich Leitner, Doug Decker, Douglas Higgins, and Paul Parsons. Gibbs out in front. Pat Moore in second. No caution. Now there is. Gibbs out in front. Pat Moore in second. Travis Sackowitz third. Coming out. Here we go. On the outside, 85. Decker up to third. Pink in second. Rory gets going away. Doug Decker, Beacon 85, Tori Gibbs, 1, 2, and 3. To go. Corey trying to pull away just a little bit. Digger into second now. Good look to the outside of Corey. Good slicer into it now. Corey on the inside, Doug on the outside.
Osborne Washington, driver, rookie season. Getting ready to climb from behind the wheel, pulling off Doug Decker and Chris Mick. No easy challenge. Car with a little bit on the final circuit. Still able to hold him off and come to victory. Tori Gibbs.
There he is, your winner, Tori Gibbs.
Tori, real quick, like the second feature lines up. Congratulations. I think you won a feature earlier this year, but that was because of disqualification. This is a lot more fun.
Yeah, we had a couple of bad weeks there in a row. We finally got some good ones.
It looks like the car is a little bit better tonight than what it was. You had a pretty good lead build up, and then they caught you all of a sudden. I think you got a little swirly over there in 4.
Kind of came off the large, kind of beat Doug. Kind of got it, you know. I don't know.
Good run. Let's hear it for your winner, Tori Gibbs.
Your winner, Tori Gibbs. Congratulations. Okay, as the fog is really coming in now, the second pure stock feature. Brock Bircher will start on the pole. Litton on the outside at 50. Andy Orr in 28. Phil Burkholder in 00. Ken Feaster in 40. Dan Hall 42. Charlie Rich in 03, The Undertaker in 6, and Tim Oliver in 8. Dan Hall trying to get on the inside, about 5th spot. Well, I hope they've seen 3 to go. Something dragging on the undertaker underneath the car. Ken Feaster on the outside of Andy Orr trying to take over that lead. Undertaker going to the outside of Dan Hall. Andy Orr, Ken Feaster, DJ Litton, The Undertaker, Dan Hall. Then Bill Burkholder, Dick Avio, and Charlie Ritt. Comes Dan Hall on the outside of the Undertaker. Ken Feaster, The Undertaker, Dan Hall, Tim Oliver, Bill Burkholder, Dick Avio, and Charlie Ritt. Dan Hall in third. Bill Burkholder fourth, Tim Oliver fifth, Dick Avio and Charlie Ritt. out of your wad.
What?
Panties out of the wad. Feaster, the Undertaker on the outside. Caution coming out. Six laps to go. White flag was coming out, now they're saying 6 laps to go. Go under! This one hard goes Scotty. Bill Burkhole's got his windshield wipers on. Trying to catch him for second. Oh, that's Dick Abiel. Dick Abiel in third. I'm Bill Burkle. Team car. Caution, gotta come out. Charlie Rich down there in turn number 1, looking the wrong way, the wrong time. Can't even see him coming out too. It's gonna be great for figure 8. White flag. Right there where? Can't even see. Ken Feaster leads them down the foggy backstretch into the foggy turn 3 and out of turn 4. Your winner, Kenny Feaster. Up next, the last race of the night. The compact figure 8. Man, they can't even see it turn 1, 2. You cannot see it.
Tedesco actually driving the 43. Ryan Tedesco in the 43. The 80 of Mike Carnes. The 52 of Ryan Knox. The 150 of Chris. The 7 of Don Ritter Jr. The 127 of Campbell.
Here we go. 15 laps. You cannot see it when they go into 1 and 2. Good luck, boys. Have fun. of them stalled out. I'm just gonna stay in the intersection now. I think 51 is showing the way.
After a hard collision, nearly saw a flip earlier in the night with the compact feature contender Billy Nicholas. The two drivers are okay after the crash on the infield. Pulling the 7 of Rooster back over. Hit with heavy damage to the front of his car.
12 laps to go yet. Jim's still running.
NASCAR following the near final circuit, 1 to go for Tedesco. 300 dollars on the line for the compact figure 8 race.
Well, that concludes the racing action here at Midvale Speedway for the Fall Classic for the 2006 racing season, as Ryan Tedesco will bring the compact figure 8 feature car to victory lane. And I believe he'll climb out and get his picture taken. So along with Karen and Bear Schwartz, the owners and promoters of Midvale Speedway, this is your video announcer, Craig Mishler, wishing you a pleasant good evening, and we'll be back in a couple of weeks for the Compact Invitational, Compacts and Pure Stocks that weekend. There he is, your Compact feature winner, Ryan Tedesco.